You walk in, the host smiles and says, "Table for how many?" And your mind goes blank for a second because, wait, how do I even answer that? Don't worry. By the end of today's episode, restaurant English is going to feel completely natural to you. Hey everyone, welcome back to English Coffee Corner. Wherever you are right now, in the car, in the kitchen, out on a walk, thank you for spending this time with me. Today, we're diving into restaurant phrases, everything you need from the moment you walk in the door to the moment you pay the bill and leave. Ordering food in a second language can feel surprisingly stressful. There's a menu full of unfamiliar words, a server waiting for your answer, and people behind you in line. So today, we're going to slow it all down phrase by phrase so you can walk into any restaurant with confidence. Here's the plan. We'll go through 6 parts of the restaurant experience, in order: getting seated, asking about the menu, ordering your food and drinks, talking to your server during the meal, handling problems politely, and finally, paying and leaving. Along the way, I'll pause sometimes so you can repeat phrases out loud. Go ahead and do that, even quietly, even in the car. It really does help the words stick. Let's get started. Let's begin right at the door. A host or hostess usually greets you first. You might hear, "Hi, welcome in. How many in your party?" "Good evening. Table for how many?" Notice that word party. In a restaurant, it just means your group. So if you're with 3 friends, you'd say, "4, please. Table for 4, please." If you already have a reservation, you'd say, "Hi, we have a reservation under Johnson. We booked a table for 2 under the name Sarah." And if you don't have one, but you're happy to wait, you might hear, "It'll be about a 20-minute wait. Is that okay?" And you could respond, "That's fine, we'll wait." Or, "Actually, do you have any seats at the bar instead?" Once you're seated, the host might say, "Your server will be right with you." And that's your cue. Someone's about to come take care of you. Let's move on to the menu. Your server usually comes by and says something like, "Hi there, can I start you off with something to drink? Would you like to hear about our specials tonight?" If you need a minute before ordering, this phrase is incredibly useful. "Could we have a few more minutes, please? We're not quite ready yet, sorry." If something on the menu is unfamiliar, don't be afraid to ask. Servers expect this all the time. "What's this dish like? Could you tell me what comes with the chicken? Is this spicy? What would you recommend?" That last one, "what would you recommend," is a fantastic phrase because it puts the server in charge for a moment and often leads to a great recommendation you wouldn't have picked yourself. Let's practice a few of these. Repeat after me. "Could we have a few more minutes, please?" "What would you recommend?" "Is this dish spicy?" Great work. Now let's move to actually placing your order. When you're ready to order, here are the natural phrases native speakers use. Notice these are usually more casual than a textbook might teach you. "I'll have the grilled salmon, please." "Can I get the Caesar salad?" "I think I'll go with the pasta." All 3 of those mean the basic same thing, "This is what I want," but they sound much more natural than saying, "I want the pasta," which can actually come across as a little blunt in English. If you're ordering for a group, the server often goes around the table and you might hear, "And for you? What can I get you?" You can also customize your order easily with phrases like, "Could I get that without onions?" "Can I substitute the fries for a salad?" "On the side, please," meaning you want a sauce or dressing served separately. And don't forget drinks. "Could I get a glass of water, please?" "I'll have an iced tea." "Just water is fine for me, thanks." Let's practice ordering a full meal together. Repeat after me, one phrase at a time. "I'll have the grilled salmon, please." "Could I get that without onions?" "And a glass of water, please." Perfectly done. You just ordered a full meal in English. While you're eating, your server will usually check in once or twice. You'll often hear, "How is everything tasting so far? Is everything okay here?" A simple, friendly response works perfectly. "Everything's great, thank you." It's delicious, thanks for asking. If you need something during the meal, more water, napkins, ketchup, whatever it might be, here's your go-to phrase. Excuse me, could we get some more napkins, please? Sorry to bother you, but could I get a refill on my drink? That phrase, sorry to bother you, is a lovely little cushion. It softens the request and sounds very polite, even though you're not actually bothering anyone by asking. Now, sometimes things don't go perfectly. Maybe your food is cold or an order came out wrong. This is a moment where a lot of learners freeze up, worried about sounding rude, but there are gentle, polite ways to handle it. Excuse me, I think there might be a mix-up with my order. Sorry, I actually ordered the chicken, not the beef. This seems to be a bit undercooked. Could you have it remade, please? Notice how soft this language is. I think there might be, this seems to be. These little phrases take the edge off the complaint and keep the tone polite and calm, which honestly tends to get you a much better response from the staff too. If the server offers to fix it, you might hear, "I'm so sorry about that. Let me get that corrected right away. I'll have the kitchen remake that for you." And you can simply say, "No worries, thank you. I really appreciate it." Finally, let's talk about wrapping up the meal, paying and leaving. When you're finished and ready for the check, here are your key phrases. Could we get the check, please? Whenever you get a chance, could we get the bill? In American English, it's usually called the check. In British English, it's more often the bill. Both are completely understood almost everywhere, so don't worry too much about the difference. If you're splitting the bill with friends, you might say, "Could we split this into 2 checks? We'll just split it evenly, thanks." Or, "I've got this one," meaning you're paying for everyone. And once you're ready to pay, "Do you take card? Is it okay if I pay with cash?" Keep the change, a nice casual way to tell someone the extra money is their tip. And of course, before you leave, thank you so much. Everything was wonderful. Have a great night. Let's bring everything together with a quick recap. Getting seated, table for how many, and we have a reservation under. The menu, what would you recommend, and could we have a few more minutes? Ordering, I'll have the, and could I get that without? During the meal, everything's great, thank you, and could we get some more napkins, please? Handling problems, I think there might be a mix-up with my order, and this seems to be a bit undercooked. Paying, could we get the check, please? And keep the change. And that's it for today's episode on restaurant phrases here on English Coffee Corner. Here's your challenge this week. The next time you're at a restaurant, even in your own language, try quietly practicing how you'd say the same thing in English. That small habit adds up fast. If this episode helped you, please subscribe so future lessons come straight to you, and share it with anyone learning English who could use a little extra confidence at the dinner table. Thank you so much for listening. This has been English Coffee Corner. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.